Anthony Adebayo.
With you there, but if you're a coach, do you take that chance?
Yes. You can reach us at the Off the Record Show at gmail.com. Anthony Adebayo and the most accurate sports coverage. Scotty B's Fantasy 5.
We're different from any other sport.
His sophomore year. Comes back and says, you know what?
And your boy, Scotty B.
Well.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Just here.
Just living, man. Living. Everybody's been living.
Trying to figure out why in the world we ain't recording in a few weeks. People may say they lazy. That would be the furthest thing from the truth. Because
life's been life, and to be honest, you're a very busy person. I'm a very busy person, and trying to get in the same room as of late has been challenging.
Yeah. So, and there's a ton of things we need to talk about. I mean, we'll get into that in a second. I feel like we've been gone for a while. So you have we've missed a lot. So we haven't been able to talk about the national championship. We haven't been able to talk about the playoffs, because we definitely got to talk about the Bills. I know everybody, they people are probably exhausted from that. It's Super Bowl week. So it's like, damn, we got a lot to talk. Then we get hit with this bombshell Saturday night, early Sunday.
Jeez.
like an atomic bomb of trades.
I said, I'm going to be honest. Not much should shock us in sports. That trade shocked me. You got to think, right? As long as we've been covering sports, and as long as we've been watching sports, as long as anybody has been watching sports that knows anything about sports, nobody saw that coming. And if you saw that coming, you was a damn lie. So let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks, right? Mm-hmm. I never thought in a million years they would ever move on from Luka. And if they did move on from Luka, I would have expected it to be the other way around, to where somebody was inquiring to them, like, what would it take to get Luka? When I found out that they were the ones that initiated the trade, I was like, what in the world? Like, what are your thoughts? I want to give my opinion, because I want to give you the opportunity to speak about this.
So it was crazy, because I could give you a rundown. Saturday night, I'm watching the Lakers-Knicks game. I fall asleep. And probably about like 9:30. Matter of fact, shout out to you. Your daughter had her birthday party. I was drained from the birthday party. So I'm watching the game. I fall asleep like around halftime or something like that. And I'm out. I wake up, it's about 2 a.m. I wake up. And the first thing I saw, like, don't ask me why I went on Facebook, but the first thing I saw was the trade. And I was like, man, whatever. That's people trolling. That joint ain't real. But I was like, but what if it is? And I go to my computer and I'm looking. The first person I go to is like Shams. And I'm like, yo, was he hacked? Then I start seeing, oh, it's real, and everybody going crazy. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't go to sleep for the rest of the night. Well, probably like another 2 hours. But I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, how in the world does somebody, a generational talent like Luka, get traded?
So for me, and if you know, like if you're pretty close to me, you know, Saturday I was down bad. I was all masked up. I was at my daughter's birthday. Like I was just there because that was my daughter. But if I could have just been home, I would have been chilling at home. So when I got home, I was like, yo, I gotta take some meds. I gotta get myself together because I just don't want to be sick anymore. So I went to bed early, as if I don't go to bed early anyway. So by the time I woke up, everybody and their mother was already talking about it. So I didn't have to like guess whether or not it was real
Mm-hmm.
because my phone had so many alerts about it. I was like, all right, to me for the Lakers, this makes sense, right? And it makes sense for the Mavs, and we'll dive into that. So if you're the Lakers and you have an opportunity to get Luka, you have to jump at that opportunity.
Right.
If you're the Mavericks, in your opinion, does this make them better?
Well, that's what they're telling themselves. They're telling themselves that that they're a better team now. They got a defensive presence. Now let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. The AD is a straight superstar. It's not like they got kibbles and bits. They got some value, but AD is also 31, about to be 32 in a little bit. And all parties involved have like health issues. Like it's not like we could say, Luka's always healthy, but AD's always hurt. No, AD as of late has been playing a lot of games throughout the seasons. So I'll give him props there. Better, I think with some of the other moves they made, they have gotten relative, right? I don't think they're a better team without Luka, right? I don't think that that they're a better team.
Unfortunately,
I still think that they are a really good team that can make a run for a title. Do I think they're going to win the title? No. Do I think the Lakers are going to win the title? No. But I think it'll be interesting to see how this all works out.
So I hate to say this to you, but unfortunately, I agree with everything you just said. Yeah, Anthony Davis. Let's not get it twisted. Like he
Right.
is one of the best big men in the game. Like that's not arguably like that's a fact, right? He's one of the best big men. But you just highlighted the fact that he is 32. And let's not forget this team was in the finals last year. I mean, like literally, I felt like they just went up against a really good Boston team. Like, I don't know what they really were missing, but I don't know if subtracting Luka and adding AD makes them a better team. Now, are they primed to go on a deep playoff run? Absolutely. Like, I don't expect them to get bounced out the first round, but
Right.
the reality is Kyrie and AD, they still got to gel. They still got to learn how to play together. Like, this isn't an off-season move. This is a move in the middle of the season, right before the trade deadline, where, I mean, All-Star Weekend is a little bit away, but most of the time, All-Star Weekend, that's 50 games in. So we're past the midway point. It just doesn't make any sense, man.
So I will say this. I feel like Luka, I mean not Luka, but AD and Kyrie, that I think that'll be an easy transition, right? Because is not like two ball dominant guys, right? I think that it'd be an easier transition than Luka and LeBron. Although both of those guys are for the most part kind of unselfish, huh?
Play very similar, right?
Yeah, but I don't think LeBron's ever been considered like a selfish player, right? I feel like I feel like he'll find a way. He'll find a way to work it out with Luka. I think that I don't think that there'll be an issue there. My issue, and we're gonna have a friend join us real quick because he is a Lakers fan, and I know it's Super Bowl week, but hey, we've been gone for a while, so
Look, I'm actually excited to hear from our guests because this is who I really want to hear from about this trade. Like I want to see how he felt about it. So yeah, bring him.
Right. So real quick before he joins us, I will say my biggest issue, and I know the trade deadline is on the 6th, and they got some time, and you know they've stated that they want to find another big, but I think their issue right now is defensively. He's gonna defend it, so let's see.
What's up, brothers? How's everybody doing?
Welcome.
By the way,
man, I ain't having turn right. I haven't turned right.
Oh my.
My bad.
All right. What up? This is our good friend Jamal, and people don't get it twisted. He wears Lakers hats to every game. He wears Lakers hats to Cowboys games. He wears Lakers hats to Wizards games when they're playing like the Mavs or the Bucks. He wear a Lakers hat. He'll start a Kobe chant in the middle of a baseball game. I mean, so he's a big Laker fan. If you didn't know, he's a big Laker fan. So Jamal, your take on the trade?
King Don. Listen, man. I got at first, like everybody else, I had a temporary moment of mourning, because I like AD, and then I remember I got my mind together. We're getting the Don. This is the equivalent of if LeBron could have been traded for Tim Duncan when LeBron was 26. Of course you do it. Of course you do it. You figure it out afterwards.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I didn't know you was gonna say that. Time out. Wait. No, you don't do that.
What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no?
Tim Duncan has more rings than LeBron.
No. I'm saying that
he meant
Tim Duncan was 31 years old, and LeBron was 26.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay.
Despite Tim Duncan being great, you still make that move because you're getting a ball handling cornerstone for a decade. But yeah, man, it's static. As far as the defensive concerns, here's the thing: people keep wanting us to be traditional. So you get a big, you go out and you give up somebody for a big, and next thing you know, the big is getting played off the court in the playoffs. You look at the finals last year. Kristaps Porzingis is their big, but he doesn't play like a big. 5-out basketball. If you don't have a dominant big, you might as well not have a big. Now you got to have somebody for the jump ball for maybe 15 to 17 minutes a night. But we're gonna have to run combinations where everybody out on the court is 6'6" to 6'9", and that's gonna be what we do. We'll run you. We just did it to the Clippers last night. They cut a 20-point lead down to 13. We go small. We run them for a few minutes. We gang rebound. The King rebounds. The Don ring rebounds. Listen, man.
Who's that? What are you talking about?
Luka the Don. You don't know the nicknames?
You're about to make me hate the Lakers.
Why would you do that?
No, you gotta. So I hate to do this. I gotta agree with him. like the Lakers won this deal.
Big time.
Yeah, it's.
Oh no, I agree there.
Yeah. I think everybody that knows basketball, just for the comparison alone, that he's 25, and we're not talking about just any 25-year-old. We're talking about one of the best players in the league. I mean, it's not even argued. I don't know what Dallas was thinking. So I gotta ask both of y'all, right? Because there's been a lot of speculation about why Dallas would make this move. What do you think? Because it couldn't.
One of the things.
Yeah, go ahead.
One of the things I keep hearing is, "Oh, Luka lost $100 million." With extensions over the same time, the math works out to it's going to be like $6 million less than he would have made if he signed the Supermax. It's just the difference is the guaranteed end.
Well,
right?
not also the tax. So you going
Well,
from
taxes. So yeah, but now if you're getting into all of that, they really only tax 41 of their games on the California state tax. The other taxes are.
No, what I'm saying is you go from paying no tax for those home games, and plus you still got the Spurs and the Rockets, right? With again, so that does change it a little bit, and again, I don't want to like the Mavs tried to do them dirty. Let's keep it a buck. They tried to do them dirty.
Can I say something about the tax real quick?
Sure.
You get what you pay for. Being a person that has a home in Vegas and DC, when you in.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We're not gonna let that just slide.
No. I was about to actually dog that, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
A Vegas house looks nice until you go to an LA house. You know what I mean? Vegas don't have state taxes. And we got a lot of things. We got palm trees too. And we got pools, but it look different when that ocean breeze is there. You know, and they playing We Love LA after you go on a 10-point run. It's the Los Angeles Lakers, man. The money will work itself out. You're talking an international superstar. The greatest franchise in professional sports. Pair it with a young 25-year-old, and let's make no mistake. He's a Caucasian. It's a lot of bread out there for a Caucasian face of the NBA.
Absolutely, but I still don't think. I still feel like this just doesn't happen. We've never in our life watching sports really ever seen this happen.
That's correct.
And you know, the reason is, first of all, I feel like Jason Kidd is pissed. I feel like Jason Kidd is like, you know, the way he looked in that press conference, it looks like he didn't want Luka to go. And now, like I told Scott, and so
nobody sounded like they want him to go.
I do feel like the guys working together, the transition that these two guys have to make, I think it's going to be a little easier for AD because, you know, he knows Kyrie's the ball guy. He doesn't have to work on getting his own shot. He has Kyrie to do that. Luka and LeBron, I think LeBron's a little older now, so he doesn't have that weird situation that he had with D Wade and Kyrie for a little bit, like who takes the last shot. I think at this point in LeBron's career, he's just like, I just want to win.
Well, the game has evolved a lot as well, right? And you're playing, again, a lot of 5-out basketball, a lot more possessions, so it's a lot more opportunities for that. I know you guys haven't been watching the fabulous Los Angeles Lakers this year, but I have, and JJ Redick's been doing a great job. Austin Reeves has been handling the ball. Put it this way. Think of it this way. D'Angelo Russell used to handle the ball at a usage rate of like 18. So you take D'Angelo Russell's usage, give it to Luka, that's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? You're looking at one of the most prolific offenses that we've probably ever seen. Listen, I know I'm being
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
No. You gotta let him have his moment. Let him
Okay,
have his
I
moment.
know.
This is a big trade. Let him have his moment.
What I'm telling you is, just watch it. If you don't believe me, just watch. Ain't that what Bruno Mars say, or one of them singing cats? Just watch.
Yeah.
Hey, breaking news.
And like I told you,
Breaking news. Jimmy Butler to the Warriors.
for
That
who?
don't move the meter. Did
Yeah,
Draymond leave?
Nah, but
Or
they
is
struck
it
out.
is it Kuminga and
Probably
it's probably
Wiggins. It's probably
Kuminga, Wiggins, Kuminga?
Yeah. So they yeah, I see. So, but to wrap up this, Jamal and I got into a heated argument earlier where we called each other some names. It was very rude. He started it, by the way. He he started it. But I will say that if what he says happens, I'll be the first one to say he called it. You know,
Well, let me
but
say it. Let me say it for myself then. Let me say what I said.
yes.
May I? Hear
Sure.
me? Hear me clearly, Scotty. Barring injury, the Los Angeles Lakers will represent the Western Conference in the NBA championship. Barring injury. Luka Doncic by himself took Kyrie Irving and a bunch of bums to the NBA Finals.
See, this is how the argument started.
He did.
He called PJ Washington a bum.
I've been watching PJ Washington since he was going to Fenway Prep. PJ Washington's a high-level bum. He's a bum. No one cares about PJ Washington. What are we doing?
You don't have to care about him. But
you know what he is? He's a dump truck driver. Yeah, it's a good profession. Your family loves you. You bring home a nice check. You don't want to tell people you drive a dump truck. Just something. PJ Walker's just an NBA guy. PJ Washington.
I'm about to say
an NBA player. Just an NBA player. We got
So let me ask you
LeBron
about
James,
this.
Austin Reeves. Can I say one more thing, Scotty? We're the only team in league history that if you manage the minutes properly, every possession of the game could go through the Don or the King. You got to think about that. No bad possessions. No bad possessions.
That's why we got you here.
All right.
To the Spurs. How'd you guys feel about that trade?
It was cool.
Fine.
I mean,
it's fine.
I think I feel like that's a move for the future. I think De'Aaron Fox with Wemby in a year or so could be something. But I mean, they need more help. They need more help.
My take on it really quick, Scotty, is if you're not 6'5" or better, you can get picked on in a playoff series. De'Aaron Fox is a defender that'll get. Imagine they play the Lakers, and you keep screening, rolling, and putting him on Luka or LeBron. It's a problem. It's a problem. He can't defend either one of them. He's too little. It's too little.
That's when you get more help. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Bring the help. You put two on the ball. You got a backside fast break with either LeBron James or Austin Reeves. I'm telling you, man.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Look, they got back-to-back February 25th and 26th and 27th in LA. Already bought my tickets. I'm going to both. I'm gonna just camp out there. I'm going to watch. They're gonna play the Timberwolves and they playing the Clippers. I gotta be there. Man, we got Luka the Don, man.
That's a good question. Who's Luka gonna defend?
Who did Luka defend in the Celtics series when they held the Celtics to 101 points a game?
Oh, they kept on using him.
Who's Kyrie gonna defend? Suddenly, we all worried about when we worried about defense all of a sudden. When we
always worry about defense.
When we had AD, we was 21st in defense. He didn't make us number one in defense. So suddenly he gonna protect Kyrie. He gonna do everything, right? Soon as the Lakers lose somebody, they become great again. I'm telling you, who gonna defend Luka is the question.
Well, when you got teams like the Celtics, great team defense.
They do.
That's when. And yes, I know you're gonna say, but we just beat on them. Yeah, that's a regular season game. We all know the regular season and playoffs are totally different. But we'll see.
100%.
Huh?
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah. So I guess you here. We could let's I know we're gonna make a hard left turn to football. Right?
May I ask one more question, sir? I'm not trying to
Sure.
get in the inbox, talk to Anthony, talk to Scotty. Anybody want to take that $100 fade? $100 Lakers going to the championship. Anybody who want to get at me up to 500.
I heard him. He said
first 5 get at me.
Then he said the first 5. Hold on, let's so somebody that has 2 residences can make those type of bets,
Nah.
All
right.
right.
Hey, don't get man horns for that.
So again, y'all heard it. Y'all heard him. The first five folks that want to make that bet that the Lakers are going to the NBA championship, holla at us. We'll link it up. We'll set we Scott, we getting our 10%. We getting our 10%. We definitely getting our 10%. One way or the other, we're gonna get our 10%. So the bet is that the Lakers will make the NBA finals, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Now the only stipulation is barring injury to LeBron.
Okay. Barring injury to LeBron, the Lakers will be in the NBA finals.
Yeah.
And it's recording because it says it right up there somewhere. All right. Anyway, all right. Before we get to the Super Bowl, because I know there's people in the crowd that want to talk about the Super Bowl. But let's talk about some of these coaches, coaching hires. First of all, the Saints still don't have a coach. The Saints still nobody wants that job. They're 50. What up?
Well, all indications are they're gonna hire Kellen Moore because they told everybody else that they're out. So they kind of have a head coach,
quote unquote.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, makes sense. Now, but there were some coaching hires. Ben Johnson to the Bears, Aaron Glenn to the Jets.
So let's stop there for a second, right? Did you like that hire?
Which hire?
Ben Johnson to the Bears.
Yeah, that was cool. It was. I mean, I thought it was a perfect match.
Yes, who Caleb Williams wanted. So,
well, I mean, I tell you one thing, and I ain't being funny. So Schottenheimer to the Cowboys, and Jamal's a Cowboy fan, as I am. But I'm a fan, but I'm just keeping my distance real quick because I feel like they're not wearing their mask. It's COVID. They're not wearing their mask, and so I'm just keeping my distance for a moment until they, I'll make sure they get their vaccine and make sure all of those things. But I wasn't a fan of the Schottenheimer hire, but I am a fan of who's around him, and I think that makes the hire better, right? I think that Eberflus as a DC and Adams as the OC. I feel like they'll do a good job assisting Schottenheimer as a head coach, and he doesn't have as much on his plate as first expected. So any of y'all could.
If you want my take on it, I was out, as you know. Last year was the first time in my adult life Cowboys games were on, and I didn't watch them. I'm all in now. I'm back in. I love the hire. I love the subsequent hires. We got to get Micah Parsons signed early this year. I like all the changes they've made. The OC that came over from the Cardinals gives me a lot of hope. I like a lot of the buddy coaching. Al Harris, who I love. It seems like he was friends with too many guys. I need some intensity in the locker room. I need some people to be uncomfortable. Um,
Yeah, no,
I
I
need
agree with
coaches
that.
that might not like him. I need coaches that might not like the players initially. And yeah, I'm all in. I'm back in. DC4L.
So I'll say this. I'll say that what people don't realize also is that the Cowboys will have money to spend after the restructures and all of those things happen. Uh, and I'm going to say I'm not. I promise y'all I'm not a hater, but I will say I think that Jaden Daniels is a damn good quarterback. And this is a little bit off kilter. Jaden Daniels is a damn good quarterback, but there's film on him now. It's year 2. It's I'm not saying it's a prove it year, but we've seen rookie of the years struggle in year 2. We just saw it with
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud, Dak in year 2 he struggled.
That's most quarterbacks struggle in
Yeah,
year 2.
year two. Now year 3 is like, oh, he is whatever. But I think that next year, so Washington does have a lot of money to spend, and I do think that they're going to be okay. But I'm not saying that we've seen Dan Quinn before, but we've seen him as a coach. So we'll see. Now
He did an amazing job this year too.
Yeah, do you think he gets coach of the year? I don't.
Who would you give it to?
I think Dan Campbell's going to get coach of the year. And I think that the game against Minnesota, because it is regular season awards, I think the game against Minnesota, the last guy, I felt like whoever won that game was going to get coach of the year. And although I do think that Dan Quinn did an absolutely phenomenal job, I also think that Dan Campbell, especially considering the injuries that they had this year.
Yeah, on defense. Yeah, it's tough to disagree. It's tough to disagree with that. I mean, for most of the year, most people consider the Lions the best team in the NFC. And like you said, everything that they had to overcome on the defensive side. Like I said, I wouldn't be mad if Dan Quinn got the coach of the year, but at the end of the day, too, if Dan Campbell got it, I can see that too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good candidates, but I think that Dan Campbell's going to get coach of the year. I think that Ben Johnson's going to get the assistant coach of the year. I think MVP is going. I think MVP is going to go to Lamar Jackson. Although a lot of people think that Josh Allen. And then I think Saquon gets offensive player of the year, and defensive player of the year probably T.J. Watt, or the dark horse for defensive player of the year is Zach Bond for the Eagles. And we're back to the Super Bowl now. So yeah, so the Eagles.
Right before we get there, though, a lot of players requesting trades. Myles Garrett requested trade out of Cleveland. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was bound to happen. I mean, he's tired of losing, and he wants to win the championship before he retires. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. I would love Myles Garrett opposite Micah Parsons. That would be that would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you said 4 seasons, over 14 sacks. I'm sure every team in the NFL will love it.
And you have the Rams, taking calls for Cooper Kupp. That's a straight money grab, but not money grab, but it's a money move.
All right, so we got to talk about this game. The Eagles versus the Chiefs. The Eagles versus the Chiefs. I know who I think is going to win. but it is tough to root for either of these teams. Man, this was not the Super Bowl I wanted to see.
I mean, well, when we got to the last 4 teams, that it was definitely the Super Bowl. I listen. There's nothing. I did not want to see the damn
Commanders in Buffalo.
Didn't want to see Commanders. I mean, if it would have happened, I would have watched the game and I probably would have been entertained. But I couldn't. So the best thing for me as a Cowboys fan to happen is the Chiefs winning. Now, with that being said, I feel I already put my money on the Chiefs, but I think the Eagles are going to win. As much as I hate to say it, I don't see it, and I hate going against Patrick Mahomes. That's why my bets were for the Chiefs, but something's telling me that I'm hoping I'm pulling the Mario fault, and what I say, the opposite happens, but yeah, I think the Eagles are loaded, man. I mean, they got a good team.
They got a good team, and you got to look at their offensive production is, I mean, through the roof compared to when the last time they played the Chiefs. They're younger in the interior, and I mean, you got Fangio as defensive coordinator. I mean, I think if they are going, if it's a year that they can beat the Chiefs, I feel like it's this year. I'm definitely going with the Eagles.
Damn, definitely. I'm going with the Chiefs now. Go ahead, Jamal.
Yeah, this ain't the phone, so I gotta be respectful. This is y'all's show. I love you, brothers, but both of y'all are saying outlandish things. Just to be clear, Patrick Mahomes is like 6-0 against Fangio. Patrick Mahomes, as Scotty knows, Patrick Mahomes is the NFL's daddy. The way he did the 49ers last year, he's gonna do the same exact thing to the Eagles. He's gonna make them think it's a chance, and he's gonna scrape their guts out like he does to everybody else. And I'm gonna love it. Can I curse?
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit. Don't get too crazy.
Well, you know what? It could be children. F the Eagles. I don't want anything good to happen to the Eagles at all. So I want them to lose. And if the Cowboys can't win, I want the Chiefs to win every Super Bowl. I don't want no other fan bases being happy.
All right. Now I feel comfortable now. I'm back.
Yeah, I don't want no other fan base to smile.
What was I thinking? No. The Chiefs are gonna win. And Jamal is right. What's gonna happen is it's gonna be a really good game. I do believe that it's gonna be a really good game. But again, how do you, unless your name is Tom Brady, there's no way you bet against Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. I apologize to Chiefs fans and Chiefs. You cannot bet against Patrick Mahomes. I am taking the Chiefs. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to win MVP, and I think the key to them winning the Super Bowl. This is the one player that you need to watch out for in the Super Bowl. DeAndre Hopkins. I think that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be the key to the Chiefs win. What in the?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you can't take a.
Yeah.
Lift it while we.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, I'm just sick of the Chiefs, man. I don't care how good.
Because they keep winning.
Yeah.
How can you not embrace greatness, Scotty? That's not even who you are.
No, you can embrace greatness, but I'm just sick of the Chiefs, man.
Why can they keep beating the 49ers?
They keep beating everybody. It's not just the 49ers.
You're right. You're right. Everybody.
Like everyone. like it's not just us.
But I don't mind. Oh, Jimmy Butler done signed a 2-year extension.
Hey, I thank y'all for
2
having me, man. I'm gonna leave so I can finish the workout. Love you,
All right,
brothers.
man.
Great show as always.
All right. Appreciate you.
This man can't even stop his workout to do the man. You know, what I mean, it's messed up. Nah, I'm joking. I'm kidding. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm just over the whole Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Brittany Mahomes, like all of it, man. I'm just tired of it, man. I just like, look, man, we get it. You're great. But I never thought I'd see the day to where I'd root for the Eagles. But I'm kind of over it, man. I love
the fact that I love the fact that people hate Mahomes so much, and there's really nothing that anyone can do about it because he's that great. So
yeah, you can't take away the fact that he's great, and you can't take away the fact that he's never out of any game, and his record is just crazy. And right now, he's the second greatest quarterback of all time.
I don't know if it's.
Some say he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Tom got seven rings, and people are looking like, all right, now it might be Mahomes, and you can't even really debate him on that because all he does is win, man. All he does is win, no matter what. They're about the three-peat.
Right, so look, Scott. Scott is miserable because they're about the three-peat. So listen. All right, again, like we both said, we've been going for a while. We had our good friend Jamal join us earlier. We got some more friends joining us, man. We got another friend joining us. Did just speak about the Commanders. You know what? I'll let him hit. We'll give him some time. Our good friend Joe. What's up, man? You know what? Let's get some hand claps for Joe. Hold on. Let's get some. I ain't got the hand claps, but we got him.
What's up? It was good.
What's up,
man?
What's going on?
What's up?
Not much, man. How you feeling, man? Shout out.
I want to tell you, man. I got a crazy story about Joe, man.
Uh-oh.
So, no. Real talk, right? So I've been missing all the little chats and everything, just in our group. But man, I looked down today and I saw a big dog quarterback on my screen, and I said, "The hell?" Then it prompted me to do some more
investigating,
research or investigating. And man,
something's wrong with him, man. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate it though, man. Running back coach, I'll take it. Or running back, I'll take it.
I've been heavy on the recruiting trail.
Okay.
All right, man. So we talked about the Commanders, but right now we're talking Super Bowl right now.
Okay.
Who do you have winning the big game?
Man, that's tough. It's gonna be a good game. So I think that if the Eagles stick to their running game, that they can beat the Chiefs. The longer you keep Mahomes on the sideline, you got a chance. So you run the ball, run the clock, and if you can do that effectively, man, you got a shot to beat them.
But
no, I agree.
Hold on, Scott. We ain't gonna let him off the hook that easy.
But
the man didn't answer the question. Who do you have winning the game?
I got Mahomes three-peating.
Why is everybody so reluctant to say they got Mahomes winning again?
Now, I'll tell you why everybody's reluctant. I'm gonna put money down on the Eagles, but you giving Andy Reid 2 weeks of game prep
In
with
Spags.
Mahomes. It's tough, but I'm
nobody-
going with the Eagles. I agree with Joe. I'm for whatever reason I'm rooting for Saquon Barkley this year.
Okay, I mean that's
And I hope that he didn't not chase NFL history and reap some sort of reward for not doing that. Because that's going to be tough if he loses a Super Bowl and he didn't take the opportunity to break the record. And I know we didn't talk about that, but I want to get y'all opinion. How did y'all feel about that?
I hated it.
I hated it.
I hated it too.
The main reason why, is that it's a 40-year-old record. Like you don't get a chance to rush for, especially in this day and age of the way football, the way football is played. You don't get the opportunity to rush for 2,000 yards and get that close to break the record. I don't care if you got an extra game. If anything, you play the first half. If you get it, fine. If you don't, fine. But I think just not going for it, I'm not gonna say it sets a bad precedent. They got to their goal of making it to the Super Bowl, but their goal was to win it. So if you don't win it and you don't get the record, you kind of like look crazy, don't you?
Yeah, no, I agree totally. I think a lot of people. So here's the thing, right? I think most people that watched this season believe that Saquon Barkley could have broke that record. I believe that he could have rushed for, I believe, what it was 130 yards.
No, he only did like 105.
It was like 105. Yeah. I thought he could have got that fairly. I ain't gonna say easily, but it's been halves that he's had 100 yards. So like I thought he had an opportunity, a real legitimate opportunity to break that record. And you are right, Ant. Yeah, it's one extra game, but I'm willing to go out there and step out on a limb and say that if you looked at over that one extra game, the amount of carries that he had compared to how many carries Eric Dickerson had, it's probably somewhat close, even though they played one extra game.
It's probably less. I'm sure it's still less.
And with me, I don't even though you got the extra game in today's NFL, you most of these teams got split backfields, so they sharing the ball a lot. And when Eric Dickerson was toting the rock, it was pretty much Eric Dickerson, him for those games. So I can't. I don't know. I want to know who idea was it, who agreed to it, and I know Saquon is that type of guy, right? He's selfless, but nah. As a coach, you would want to see your guy.
The linemen wanted him to go for it. They like because I mean that's a notch for them. Like we was the block, we were the line for the all-time leading single season rusher. So I feel like they let a lot of people down. But I guess if they win the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter. But now, so
maybe his ultimate goal was just to rush for 2,000, which I mean is still a huge accomplishment to have 2,000. Yeah,
but I mean, you're that close to break the record. It's like, man, like
my goal would change.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we got the 2,000. What's the next one? Because I would want the record. I mean, and again, I know the linemen were pushing for him to play. but Sirianni said no. So I mean, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. When that happened, I was hoping that they lost in the first round, but they didn't. They almost lost, but the damn Rams kept fumbling the ball. So, nonetheless, you are a Commanders fan, Joe, and I know we didn't get a chance to talk to you about y'all season. Shout out to y'all for having the season y'all had. Screw y'all, but nonetheless, what was your thoughts on the season, and what do you feel like you guys need to do to improve for next year?
Well, to me, it was a step in, like, to me, this is the way I see it. We two steps, or I say 2 years ahead of the game, or the curve, because you think about the team, you think about the rookie quarterback, you think of all the pieces that we added and the year that we had, and we have money, right? So we can add pieces. So I was upset. I think I was more upset that we lost to the Eagles, a division game, than anything.
I ain't just lose, but
yeah, I mean, but yeah, you can't turn the ball over. That's the bottom line. So, but I think we ahead of the curve, and I think that I think we'll be back in the thick of things next year. But it's gonna be interesting because, the Cowboys will be back. Dak will be back. He'll be himself. Cowboys will be at full strength. You got new regime coming in there. Eagles gonna definitely be back in the mix. We're gonna be back. I know people gonna say it, but we're gonna be back in the mix. I heard you mention something about film on Daniels, but that film ain't gonna tell you nothing, because everything he did this year was pretty much on the fly and unorthodox. He made stuff happen with his legs. Yeah. So he get in them books and learn the game and study even more, and then you'll have a full 2 years with him. Kingsbury, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I think that year 2 is tough. So one thing I spoke to, I forget who I was talking to, but I brought up, I think it was you, but I brought up a lot of the close wins, right? And you look at the Vikings from 2022, right? They went, if I'm not mistaken, I think they went 14-3 or whatever their record was. They won I think out of their 14, however many wins they had, I think they had like 11 1-point victory. I mean, 1-score victories that year. Ended up losing to the Giants in the divisional or wild card. I'm sorry. And then the following year they were okay, but you could tell that they weren't really the same. They took a step back. Historically, when you have a season where you're winning a lot of 1-score games or close games, it tends to turn the next year. To your point of previous years, that those 1-score games were losses for you guys. I don't know, man. I know it's different in DC right now, but that's something that's something for concern.
for you, but not for a King Commander fan who's been there these years watching. We normally lose those games, and normally we lose all them games that was close, and we lose to teams that we should beat. That's been out. But this year that didn't happen. So that's a step. To me, that was a step in the direction we need to be going in. So
I agree.
We tighten up on that. The game in DC against the Cowboys shouldn't even been that close, right? You were there. You and Scott was out there cheering. I saw Scotty. Scotty was up in the stands in the booth. I saw y'all up there. So it was a
great game. That was one of the most exciting games. That was one of the most exciting games I've been to.
We shouldn't. It was that close.
Uh-huh.
It shouldn't have been that. It shouldn't have been that. Y'all didn't even have Dak in the game. I mean, I could see if Dak was there. Okay, cool. Cooper Rush.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is going into that game, I was like, man, I'm just here to enjoy the scenery and the vibes. That was Xavier's first game. And that's a crazy first game to go to. But I had a good time, with that. So win or lose, I was like, man, whatever. To me at that moment, I was like, man, sure, our season over anyway. But whatever, I'm here. I'm just gonna support. It is what it is. But that was, hey, you know what? We've seen that plenty of times with the Cowboys and Commanders / Redskins / football team / Uncle whatever, whatever. So
y'all know, and y'all
I got
been
a question for you, big dog.
Go ahead.
What's the chances that we draft Friday night?
0.
0.
What's the date? Today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Them cats ain't gonna be ready by Friday.
I think we get to the Super Bowl.
I can name you 2 habitual offenders right now. That a reason why we're not gonna be able to do it. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus.
I ain't even gonna lie. The whole time y'all been talking football, I haven't even thought about the 49ers. I think I might be a Jags fan.
Yeah. I don't think that right now it's gonna be interesting, man. But I'm excited for the game this weekend. I feel like that it is a much more even game than some people think. But I do feel like the experience that the Chiefs have, will no, don't name them, Joe. The experience that the Chiefs have will counter the talent that the Eagles have, right? I think that experience plays a major part, right? They've been in the last 3 Super Bowls. They've been 4 out of 5 Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken. So that experience right there gives them a leg up. But now you have, the Eagles, damn near every level on offense and defense, they have some sort of Pro Bowler, All Pro, or whatever. So it's wild, man. I'm interested to see what happens. But remember what I told y'all, DeAndre Hopkins.
What about?
He's gonna be the key to the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl.
You think so? That's your dark horse?
I don't know if he gets MVP. But I think that he scores a touchdown. I think that he had it. You know how Odell had that impact in that first half, the year the Rams played the Bengals. I think it's something similar to that. Some people may want to go Xavier Worthy or Travis Kelce, but I think DeAndre Hopkins. He just like Saquon. He is. He's trying to get his first Super Bowl. It's eluded him. So we're gonna see, man.
If you saying it like that, then I'm gonna go with Juju.
Juju already got a Super Bowl champion.
All the attention gonna be on Hopkins. So Juju sneak under the radar.
He gonna be making a TikTok, so he ain't gonna have time to. But yeah, man. So, I'm glad you said that, Phil. So, because I've been thinking about this all day. So I got a parlay for everybody. I have a parlay. If you're trying to make some money, follow this parlay. If not, whatever. So this is gonna be
because I'm trying to make some money.
Yeah, so this is gonna be this one right here is gonna be a 5-leg parlay.
Whoa.
5-leg parlay. Relax. All right. Patrick Mahomes, 250 yards passing plus.
Yeah.
What's the other quarterback? Jalen Hurts, We got Jalen Hurts with 175 plus passing, 2 touchdown passes. All right, so you got Patrick Mahomes, 250 yards plus. You got Jalen Hurts, 175 plus passing, 2 touchdown passes. We have DeAndre Hopkins, 50 plus yards receiving, and 1 touchdown. All right, so that's Patrick Mahomes, 250 yards plus passing. Jalen Hurts, 175 plus passing, 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards receiving, 50 plus yards receiving, and a touchdown, anytime touchdown. There you have it.
Right,
Make that money. I got other parlays. I'm gonna post them on the Off the Record page on IG.
So hold on, Ed, you saying Jalen for 2 passing touchdowns and not rushing touchdowns?
And I said, did I say 2 passing?
For Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, 2 passing. Yeah, he throws one to AJ Brown and another to Dallas Goedert.
So I'll be honest, Ant, that's a really good parlay.
Thanks, man.
I am going to trail that. If you got any more advice,
Yeah. If you're in a state that can do that, then y'all all fine. If you're in a state that can't do that,
you need. I got you right now, Joe. Hold on. Let me get my because DraftKings has pick 6, and I got you right now, Joe. See, I got you. If you in Texas or you in Georgia, I'm gonna make sure you're good.
that's right.
All right, now Super Bowl. All right, so this is 6 picks now. So they got Patrick Mahomes plus, 251 yards, 251.5 yards passing. Go with more. Jalen Hurts, 212 plus passing. Go with less. Okay. Where's my receiving yards? All right. I told you about DeAndre Hopkins. His only 11.5 receiving yards. Go with more. Okay. Rushing yards. Now, we're gonna stay away from rushing yards. We're gonna stay away from rushing yards. All right, TDs. Jalen Hurts plus 0.5 rushing or receiving. We're gonna take more. Saquon Barkley. We're gonna take more. All right. We got 2 spots left. You listening, Joe?
I'm listening. I'm writing it down.
All right. So receptions. AJ Brown, 5.5. We're gonna take more. And to really let's go with Devontae Smith. It's 4.5 receptions.
Oh, he'll get that.
Let's take more. All right.
Yeah.
So they give me I didn't have nobody bonus, right? Yeah. All right. So the get off my screen. So the bonus one that I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna go with passing attempts. And no, I'm not. I can't go passing attempts because I have both of those guys. We go with rushing yards. Saquon Barkley, 111.5.
11.5.
That's a lot of yards. But I'll say this: everybody's saying that they need to run the ball, and Saquon is lightning in a bottle, and he could break a 60-yarder off quickly, right? Right, Joe.
My mic broke.
I'm going out on a limb, and I'm going more. We're going more.
All right.
Yep. All right. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I got to take Saquon off because I picked him for a touchdown. I forgot. So rushing yards. Let's go. Pacheco is 21.5.
Oh, he'll definitely run for 21.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you got to remember, he's not the main guy. You know, they got Kareem Hunt back.
I'm taking Pacheco for 21.
All right, so we going more. All right, we going more. All right, so if let me make sure I ain't got nobody up here twice. Oh, so question: do we want? Are we more comfortable with Jalen Hurts scoring a touchdown? Absolutely, absolutely. So this is the 6 that I have. Y'all listening? Patrick Mahomes, 251.5 passing yards. We're gonna take more. DeAndre Hopkins, 11.5 reception yards. We're gonna take more. Jalen Hurts, 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdown. We're gonna take more. Saquon Barkley, 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdown. We're gonna go more. AJ Brown, 5.5 receptions. We going more. And Devontae Smith, 4.5 receptions. We are going more. If you're on Prize Picks, we need one more. So we said yeah, but I had to take Jalen Hurts passing off because that was scary anyway.
What about the tight end, Goddard?
Okay, so that's a good one for receptions or yards.
I would say receptions, maybe 3.
So he has his 4.5 receptions, more or less.
Nah, less. He ain't getting more than 4.5.
You don't think he's getting 5 receptions? Goddard's damn near like their leading reception getter in the playoffs. Let's go less. Yeah, less. We're gonna go less.
Well, you got I think right. If he's giving AJ Brown his targets, Devontae Smith gets his targets, somebody at some point is not going to get their targets. Because I do feel like he's going to run the ball a little bit too.
But if you do that, if you add that up, that's only for Smith, AJ, and Devontae. That's 10 that's 5 each, really.
Yeah, but you still got Saquon that may catch a screen or 2. So
I'm going Goddard more.
Yeah. You go Goddard over 4?
Now Phil asked a question. He said, do they have Hunt receptions? Let's take a look. Kareem Hunt is not up there for receptions. They have AJ Brown, Xavier Worthy, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Noah Gray, and Jahan Dotson. And Jahan Dotson has on a Commanders jersey in this picture, by the way, but whatever.
He was a plant.
But yeah, man. So I'll post some more parlays on Off the Record. I might do a couple videos. Why not? Super Bowl weekend. I'm excited. I got a coaches clinic this weekend in Baltimore. So got a busy weekend, man. Got a busy weekend. It's gonna be a good time. Joe, any final words?
Yes.
Is that your final word? Oh my God.
So look, I do have a question.
How does he have a gavel?
So I got a question. What is MBK Court?
What is what?
What is MBK Court?
MBK Court.
Oh, we went to court yesterday for Phil and
we should go back again because I heard Chink was turning the lights out on Robes, but we're gonna leave that up to the panel.
All right, so we gotta go. We gotta go.
Accusations.
We gotta go.
Hey, and Phil, I heard what you said. I heard what Phil said in the chat about my comments. So, Phil, you just make sure we drafting Friday.
Hold on.
Yeah, gotta be out on this note.
That was brutal. All right, well, Scotty. Scotty,
Yeah, man, it's the new camera, man. I gotta figure some things out, man.
Any words for the people before you get out of here, Scotty? Yeah, we start the playoffs tonight.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
NWO is moving right along. Yes, so y'all know.
Anyway, all right, yo.
I'm gonna join NWO, but I don't know if I got enough time because I'll be holding cats up.
Oh, we're gonna send it, Scott, if you holding us up over there. Well, that's over there.
Can we hey guys, all right.
Okay,
can we go?
Let's move on.
All right, man. I'll let y'all know.
You got any parting words?
No, man. It's good to be back. Welcome back.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Before I leave, I do have some parting words. I want to say shout out to Notre Dame. We ain't been on since the national championship, but shout out to Notre Dame. Hell of a year. I think they come back next year even stronger and better than they were this year. I'm actually really excited about college football. I went to if you include Notre Dame and Virginia State, I went to 10 college games this year. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I went to 4 NFL games. I don't want to fly no.
But you missed the Celebration Bowl.
I will be at the Celebration Bowl. I'm glad you brought that up. Anthony Adebayo will be covering the Celebration Bowl in 2025, in December of 2025. It is going to happen. I will be there. I will be there for the Battle of the Bands. Hopefully Virginia State is there again. They're gonna be there again, Joe.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. So
they was kind of upset last time they lost.
Because they should have won. But Hell State, a proud graduate of Virginia State. My kids made me that right there. Nonetheless, what'd you say?
I said that was awesome.
Oh, but I will be at the Celebration Bowl. All right, I got called out on it at the national championship, and I will be there. And any other event where I can use my credentials, I will be there. Damn it! And that's when Mary had a little lamb. All right, we out.
We out.
This is Off the Record. I'm Anthony Adebayo.
Boy, Scotty B.
Big dog.
Oh shit. We out, man. I don't even know where the daggone. All right. Bye.
Hey, Joe.
Anthony Adebayo.
With you there, but if you're a coach, do you take that chance?
Yes. You can reach us at the Off the Record Show at gmail.com. Anthony Adebayo, and the most accurate sports coverage. Scotty B's Fantasy 5.
We're different from any other sport.
His sophomore year. Comes back and says, you know what?
And your boy, Scotty B.